You aren't?
I aren't. You are?
Well, I are. Because I is.
But I ain't.
And I did.
But I won't.
And you shouldn't.
Because I can.
Not.
Hey! That was your right hand.
Yeah, it was. See?
I know if we got into a fight, you would lead with your left, and I'd knock you out.
I would not lead. I mean, the right shoulder is still in recovery.
If you're a right-hander, you lead with the left, and then you come in with the right.
Right.
You jab, uppercut, jab, jab, jab.
Did I disappoint you with my 35%? You thought it would be like 100% left-handed?
No, I thought
This is not gonna happen.
I thought you would be in the 40 to 60, which is the ambidextrous, which you got a 35. I may have fudged a little bit.
Well,
but the microphone thing.
And I think the phone thing is the big one.
For me, it's not so much.
I know, talking and texting.
It's the things that you do with your left hand, like the talking, mainly the talking, but also the texting, but also the talking with the left hand is, but also the microphone.
Blah, blah, blah.
Because when I think about and try to do those things, it's so difficult for me and it feels so awkward. I think in my mind, the only way this could be comfortable to you is if you are somewhat left-handed. And you are somewhat left-handed.
I am somewhat left-handed. And I drive with my left hand, but see, I think that's because
stick shift.
My first car was a stick shift, so you got to steer with that left hand, and the coffee's here, and then
the radio.
Super steering
if
power.
If I go one hand driving, I go to my left hand as well
reach
because
the radio.
Radio hand.
And what else? Like I'll high five people with either hand. Like there's no stopping me.
Really?
Like if you want to high five me, I can come at it from multiple angles.
You have been doing a lot of high fiving lately. I've noticed, which I'm a little concerned about.
I mean, and because the shoulder recovery, I've been shifting even more to the left hand. Like, I've had to start washing myself on my back and with my left hand.
I think I'm an ambidextrous washer. What I do is I don't.
Well, you probably wash your right hand with your left hand.
I don't use a loofah. I have a loofah and use it from time to time, but typically I do soap on the hands. And then I do a double armpit thing.
Like, really?
Yeah, like
you tickle yourself?
I wash both armpits at the same time with each.
Are you serious?
Hand. Yeah.
That is so
fast.
I hate to walk in on that.
And then I go like this
for multiple reasons.
Up and down. I'll skip that area.
Wow.
And then but I typically do.
That's cool.
Equal sides.
Now, as I said, Christy, my wife, has an interesting story. So, Christy, you want to come over and
come on in
and tell
all right.
Oh, don't you impersonate.
He went into his Colonel Sanders. He went into his Colonel Sanders impersonation to impersonate your wife.
So when she was in kindergarten, she's left-handed. And when she was in kindergarten, she broke her arm, and so they taught her to write. She had to learn to write the whole kindergarten year with a cast on her left arm with her right hand, with her right arm.
That's convenient.
She had to learn to write right-handed. And so, fun fact, she taught high school math.
Fun fact.
As you know, for a year. And so on the blackboard or the whiteboard, whatever they call them now, she'd be writing on the board, and she would write with both hands simultaneously, and she'll now write with either hand.
Write what?
Math.
Or
her signature, or a novel, anything.
But just to
she can write
just
with both
to
hands.
Amuse the children.
Yeah, just to amuse the kids.
Okay.
The high school
because it wasn't
kids.
like I'm gonna do geometry here
and
algebra. With
Mr.
this
Bryant
hand.
would do that too, would he not?
He had some tricks.
Our physics
Mr. Bryant
high school
had some
teacher,
tricks.
he would write with both hands.
Calculus teacher as well.
But yeah, she would write math on the board with both hands, and now she'll be writing a check with the right hand, and she'll be writing another check with the left hand.
She writes checks.
She writes checks like a rap mogul. Like every time I see her, she's like, oh, she's writing another check. She's like cashing checks and rap moguls cash checks, right?
When was the last time one of y'all wrote a check?
I last week for rent.
Okay, so you still write a check for rent.
Are you left-handed?
No.
It's not like a rentpayment.com thing?
Not that I'm on. I write a check and then I slide it underneath the door of the building manager.
So old-fashioned.
I know.
Kind of creepy too.
He's very nice.
All right, who is left-handed here? Morgan, you're left-handed. Now, is your mouse on the left side of your keyboard?
No, I still right-handed mouse.
So you're right-handed mouse, but you write with your left hand.
Yes.
Well, he can mouse and write at the same time.
I mean, that's unusual, right?
No, I think most people just use right-handed mouse. I think it's just learned from.
Is anybody else left-handed here? No one else
I can
is?
do some things with my left hand, but I am right-handed. I shoot archery with my left hand.
Archery.
You're an archist?
What are you,
I
Daryl?
was a certified archery instructor, guys.
You like watch Catching Fire and you were like, I got to get into that.
No, it was when I was like.
Oh, that was when you like spent all year at camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta have
And
you.
you did that because of the dominant eye?
Yes.
Wow. So they started with that. They said, find your dominant eye,
Yep.
and then your hand will have to follow.
Yes.
Because if I were to shoot an arrow or a gun, I would instinctively go with the right hand, but I would need to go with the left eye.
Hold on. So you like if you shoot a gun, you shoot with your left eye, but with your right hand?
No, I shoot with my right eye, and maybe that's why I always miss.
Yeah. Got a bad right eye.
What else do you do with your right hand, even though you know you're left-handed? Is your phone in your left pocket?
No, but I still use it on my left ear.
Your phone's in your right pocket.
Keys in my left pocket, phone in the right.
Keys in your left.
My phone is in my back left pocket.
And
Well,
you
it's not
text
right
with
now,
your
but-
left hand.
Yeah. Pretty much everything else left-handed.
I text with
Just-
both.
Just a computer mouse.
Technically, I text with both thumbs.
But if you had to choose one,
I could not text with just my left. It's definitely like the subservient thumb. If you asked the left thumb to lead, I would. Who knows what I would text? Phew, boy,
It does whatever the right thumb tells it.
that's right. That's right. If it doesn't have the right thumb there, it's not. It's no good.
I think learning to play baseball as a kid kind of helped. I was a good fielder with my left hand, but I was a horrible
That's why they
batter.
put you in right field.
Put me.
No, but yeah, you got down in front of the ball. I recall this. King Crow taught you well.
Crouch and scoop. The crouch and scoop. But I was good at catching the ball, but I was not good at hitting it. But maybe if I batted left-handed, I could have.
Could be in a different way.
Like I can't even do the motion of batting left-handed. You got anything else for me?
Well, actually, a friend of ours.
Welcome to Good Mythical More.
A friend of ours told me one time, he was like, watch television and watch commercials and see how many people are left-handed. And there will be a disproportionate number of left-handers in the entertainment business. And I started doing that, and I was like, there are a lot of left-handed people. And it actually has been proven that left-handers make better artists. So this Huffington Post slideshow,
It's only 12% of the population then, huh?
it's been said that they can be more artistic and innovative. According to research published in the American Journal of Psychology, there is some evidence that left-handed people have the upper hand at least on one creative facet. They're better at divergent thinking.
Okay. You know, you talk about society pressuring people to left-handers to become right-handers. My granddad would say, if you're left-handed, you owe the devil a day. Like, that would be like, whenever it would come up, he'd say, well, if he met a left-hander, he'd say, well, you owe the devil a day. And I never asked him why.
Was he a left-hander?
No.
Never gave the devil his day.
Well, he didn't owe him a day.
Lefties are scaredy cats. Probably makes you cringe because people use their left hands tend to be more affected by fear than people who use their right hands.
I wipe my butt with my right hand.
Thanks for that. And left-handers get angrier. Journal of Nervous and Mental Disease said lefties are more prone to having negative emotions.
That's ridiculous!
But you know,
That
I
was a
mean,
joke.
you're not completely left-handed. You're just and also
35% left-handed.
left-handed people are more easily embarrassed. When was the last time? This is a good question. This is a good question because this used to happen to me, like as a child, and then as a teenager, even in college, and even at like my first job. My face would get red. Like I would get.
I can make it happen right now.
Hold on, but no, don't do it by like holding your breath. A legitimate question for you because
No,
I think this is
I
funny.
could do it.
When was the last time you did something that embarrassed you
No,
and
I
caused
can-
you to blush?
I can think about it right now and probably do it.
No, but just before you do it, tell me like legitimately.
A lot in school.
No,
a
but
lot
like
in
in
school.
your life now, I cannot recall the last time I got embarrassed and my face got red. But like in college or high school
If I
or
say
anytime
something
below
really
that.
stupid, it'll happen.
But then, and as an adult, if it happens,
I can't recall a specific instance, but certainly as an adult, yeah.
it happened to me when that that guy, I was at the tailor, and I went back to the back of the tailor, and the guy's like 15-year-old daughter was there, and I was just had been sent back there to get my shirt tailored, and I like went past all these people and went back there, and he was like the guy was with his daughter, and the daughter was having a dress tailored. It was totally appropriate.
You told him this story.
And the guy did I tell a story about how he yelled at me, and he was like, "Wait your turn, gaw!" Like yelled at me in the tailor, and I was like, I was told to come back here. He said, "Well, you gotta, what are you trying to do? Freaking like look at my daughter or something?" And he didn't say those words specifically, but that's what he was implying. And I just sat there, and he had tattoos on his head, and he was really big.
He's taller than you?
He wasn't taller, but he could have eaten me for breakfast. I'm just tall, that's all I am.
And then your face turned red.
And my face turned red. Because I was like, because there's all these people in there, I was like, am I gonna challenge this guy? Because that seems stupid.
Does that mean
But he made me feel really small and really stupid.
Oh,
and
I'm
I was
sorry,
just like,
Rhett.
and my face got red, and I was like, oh crap, I'm embarrassed. And then once your face gets red, it gets redder because then you realize that people are looking at you.
It's like
And I was like, I gotta get
flood.
my shirt fixed. I'm not leaving.
Did you leave?
No, I stayed. As I was sitting there stewing, I was thinking about all the things that I could have said, like all the smart things I could have said in that situation. But it was just like, the dude had a problem. He was probably left-handed, because that's where this all comes back to. He was so angry over nothing, and he was like,
Well, you were looking at his daughter. That's not appropriate.
It was an open area. It was like you go to the back of the shop and there's like a stand there with mirrors, but it's not like it's cordoned off or anything. And she told me, she was like, go on back. And I
Were
went
you
back
like
there.
standing with like your arms like, and you're like,
I got back there and I was like, and he was like, gaw! I was like, dude.
he said, "Gaw."
I mean, you know, he said something that, I mean, I felt stupid. I wish I could go, if I had a time machine, I would go back to that moment. And
I like that dress on your daughter.
I would say that. I would do that.